Hello, everyone. I'm Robyn Grable, the founder of Talents Ascend and the Ascend Collective, and your host for Ascending Beyond Barriers. Welcome. Ascending Beyond Barriers is an inspiring podcast dedicated to showcasing the remarkable journeys of small business founders who have faced and overcome significant challenges on their path to success. Each episode delves into the personal stories of entrepreneurs from diverse backgrounds, highlighting their unique experiences, struggles, and triumphs. Today, we're welcoming Rebecca Aguilera Gardner. She is a powerhouse entrepreneur, advocate, and leader in the veteran business community. As CEO and co-owner of a successful second-generation service-disabled veteran-owned small business, a printing business, Rebecca has over 30 years of experience in sales and marketing, driving the continued growth of her 52-year-old company. Wow. A champion for veteran entrepreneurs, she has organized national veteran conferences for over 2 decades, played a pivotal role in shaping policy from advising on the TPP, which we'll ask about, and environmental issues to securing bipartisan support for workforce initiatives. Recognized with multiple awards, including the Veterans Business Enterprise Champion of the Year, Rebecca was appointed to the SBA's Advisory Committee on Veteran Business Affairs in 2023. Her passion for collaboration and commitment to veteran business success fuel her leadership in the Veterans in Business Network and beyond. Wow, Rebecca, thank you so much for being here. Oh my gosh, I feel so I'm just honored to so much that you've done. I'm just really again honored that you're here and talking with me, because I'm just wowed. So I hope everybody else is. But so I don't really know where to start, but I guess talk about us. Tell us about your second generation. So I know it's Diego and Son Printing, right? And
Yes.
So your grandfather, your father. So tell us about that.
Sure, no problem. So I'm Rebecca. I come from a family printing business in San Diego. And a lot of people always ask me, so I'll get this out of the way. I am not the veteran. My brother was a veteran. My father was a veteran. I come from a veteran family uh, of a printing business in San Diego. So that's how I got involved in the veteran business community. I used to do all the sales and marketing for our printing business as a veteran business and learn to utilize those certifications like service disabled veteran certifications to win contracts with large corporations, government agencies. And we were able to go from, with those contracts and those opportunities, we were able to go from a 8-hour shift shop to a 24-hour shift shop because we were winning contracts. Yes, and so we were winning contracts with MetLife and CVS Pharmacy and the utility, almost all the utilities in California. So we were able to grow that into the business, and with that, it trickles down to our employees as well. So our printing business has been around since 1972. My mom and dad started it in 72 in Barrio Logan. And it still exists and it's still going on. I don't work so much on it because otherwise I would be dead. It would be exhausting.
Right?
So then when the VIB started growing and picking up, my brother now runs the business. He's still involved with the VIB as well. But I'm no longer in a leadership capacity at Diego and Son Printing. But it's still, we do everything under the sun, booklets, brochures, anything on paper we can do. So that's just a little about the business.
And I know you're not so much involved, but I'm just curious, how has the digital age and print is not as, I guess as popular as it used to be. How has that affected the business?
That's been the story for years.
Oh,
There people are still, I mean, obviously it has gone down. from
True.
when it was in the 80s. And when you have a business that is that old, you could see,
Sure.
when it's not at the capacity it used to be.
Right.
My brother always would say he used to be able to walk into, some places and, they just have all the contracts there and bid on them and very old school, but
Right.
now everything is digital and just people
Mhm.
are not doing booklets and brochures like they had before. We still do them. I still believe in print because people like to hold
Oh, really?
programs. Oh yeah. And so people still like to hold programs and read and find out about the stories behind speakers and everything. So we still do believe in print,
Yeah.
but not at the capacity it used to be in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it'll ever go away. I mean, I was just at a trade show yesterday up in Raleigh, and I mean, there were 200 exhibitors there, and every one of them had something that because you have to walk away with something when you go to a trade show. They want you to have something in your hand about their business, right? So I don't see it ever going completely away because there's still going to be a need for that. But just curious how, you think about the businesses like Kodak that, didn't come into the digital age and how that affected their business. And that's so okay. We've got to talk about all the stuff that you've done, bipartisan work. Like, how did you start Veterans in Business Network? How did that come about? And what just kind of drove you to start and where's it gone from the start?
Sure, sure. So, like I said, I was the one doing sales and marketing for the our printing business, and with
Okay.
that, I was involved with another veteran business organization, that would bring corporations and government agencies talk about,
Hmm.
the certifications and how to connect with them, how to win contracts.
Nice.
And so, with that, I had spent 13 years helping this organization grow. And I was on the board, but we also I was feeling like there was a disconnect as well.
Okay.
When we would propose, here we should do some marketing or we should do some sort of updates on the website. We were always, it was always a struggle to
Mm.
move forward. So myself and my partner Cole Woodman, in the VIB, we were both on the board and just felt like the veteran business community of today needed some changes. They needed to have more transparency. They had to
Mm.
be easier to find because that's what we were hearing all the time from
Mm.
corporations. I can't find anybody for these contracts. And then also, if somebody did have a directory or something, it would cost. So there was
Mm.
always costs associated with finding a veteran business. Us as veteran business owners, service disabled veteran business owners, there's a lot of cost all the time. And the SBA has a great certification. It's free to be part of. So we wanted to take all of the knowledge that we had over the years and create the VIB, where it includes everybody, so you don't have to put down any cash in it. You could still have these opportunities. And one of the things that really drove us was that when you need, those contacts, when business is struggling, which we've all been through, when your business is struggling, and then you're having to pay, that 300 or 500 additional amount for your certifications, that hurts a small business.
Yes.
You're like, okay, am I gonna pay my employees, or am I gonna get a paycheck this week? So these
Right.
are all the things that you have to think about. So we want to get rid of that completely, that financial
Right.
obligation, and actually really just connect those veteran businesses with corporations and government agencies for contracting opportunity. So that the heart and soul was all just about opening the floodgates for
Yeah.
the veteran business community so they can have that access to to the corporations and government agencies.
Nice. Now we do
So
hear that a
so
lot. Yeah,
Yes.
the companies want to hire veteran-owned businesses for certain contracts, but they can't find them. They don't, they
Y-
don't know where to find them. So that's amazing.
Yes. Exactly. But I forgot to tell you. So about 8 years ago, 8, 9 years ago, or 9 years ago, we left the other organization because we wanted to make these changes, and that's how we started the
Mm,
VIB with all of those changes, zero money in the bank, and a lot of cashed in, a lot of favors. With our graphic designer and
wow,
everybody was really embraced the concept of this the VIB network of making this organization a free organization for veterans.
nice. Well, congratulations on that, and thank you.
Thank you.
As a veteran-owned business, I totally understand and appreciate that what you're doing. So let's
Mhm.
stay on the topic of certifications, though. I don't have one yet. We're not. We have dabbled into the government space yet, but I keep seeing a lot of things about that. Although right now it may be up in the air about how those changes are going to happen, but I don't want to go there. Tell us about if somebody's questioning should they get a certification, what would your advice be?
Yes, I would say 100% yes, that they should
Yeah.
get their certification. It is free. The SBA, so I'll give you a little history. It used to be the certification used to be run by the VA for years and years and
Mm,
years. And it
right.
used to take forever, and you had to get everything
Mountains of paperwork.
notarized.
Yeah.
And oh my gosh, it would take, 3 to 6 months to get your certification through the VA. So back in actually 2022, the SBA started taking it over, and then they wanted to streamline the process. They had amazing experts that were advising them on how to
Mm,
streamline everything. They got rid of all the 100 notaries that you needed to do, and all of this unwanted stuff that in order to get your certification. And they've streamlined it so much that I think in their first year they were able to get about 10,000 veterans
wow.
when they launched this program in 2023. Now the SBA has over 31,000 veterans, service disabled veteran and veterans in
Nice.
their database.
Wow.
So and what that is doing is it just gives you an edge. I mean, there's
Mm,
a lot of competition out there, no matter what kind of business you're in. But
right.
if that certification is going to give you that one little bit of edge, uh, then you should just do it because
Yeah.
it gives you that opportunity. It's not going to say, and we always say, the certification is only the key. You still need to, put the key in the door, turn the key, and open the door. The
Right.
certification is not magic. You
Sure.
still need to do the work. You still need to follow up. You still need to
Yeah.
research whoever you want to do business with and find out, how to maximize that. So,
Yeah.
so I would definitely say if anybody's on the edge, the certifications are free. You should do it. Also, the I just heard if you want to work with the pharmaceutical industry, they are now taking only the SBA certifications.
Oh,
So the vet cert. So it's starting to
wow.
creep into the corporate world. So
Yeah.
so you should be able to, soon be able to do a lot more work, not only with the government agency, but corporations as well.
Oh, nice. So and Neela will laugh when I say this. I can be a brat sometimes. That's why it took me a long time to get my degree because I felt like I had so much experience from the Navy and I had all these skills. Why did I need a piece of paper that says I went to class every day and finished my degree to get a job? So I struggle sometimes with saying, okay, I'm a woman, yeah, born. I'm a veteran. I've got my DD 214. What else do I what how else do I prove that I'm a veteran owned woman owned business? It's like it's aggravating, but unfortunately I know it's because of bad apples out there who say they are and they actually or they get a veteran to be the front face of their company and they aren't actually running the business, they aren't actually involved in the business, which is really sad for the rest of us who have to go through all these hoops because of people like that. So, okay, I'll get off my soapbox now. All right.
No, I 100% agree. We always say, you're hurting the veteran business
Yes.
community by using your certification as a pass through.
Yeah.
There are veteran businesses out there that probably can do that work, and you're taking
Yeah.
that work and that opportunity away from them.
Away
So
from them.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, very sad. So, all right. So you got on another topic of people thinking about starting a business. What would you tell them about entrepreneurship, and what are some of the struggles that you've had or you've seen other people go through that you've overcome?
I would say, it's a marathon.
Yes.
You're not just going to, start your business and, the floodgates are going to come in. If you're lucky, that's fantastic. If that
Right.
happens to you, but it's all about relationships too. I
Mm,
think some of us, we start businesses and you're like, okay, well, I'm an expert in this. You need to, be able to sell your business to everything. I mean, business being owning a business is, I would say 90% sales. And so you have to
unfortunately for me, yes.
you have to sell your business in order for it to start coming in, and people need to know what you do. I would say there is, for veteran businesses, there is an incredible amount of services out there. You've got our the VIB first, which has a big business resource page that talks about all the different resources and what they do, and that actually was written by one of our volunteers of his experience and utilizing all these programs. So we're all about saving money where you can,
Okay.
utilizing the free resources that are available, and then once you've maximized that and you want to go to that next level, then you can actually, get a coach or find somebody,
Mm,
an expert who can lead you to that next direction. But if you're just starting out, there are, you can go to VBOC and SBDC and the VIB, and you can have people to kind of guide you and share what you need to do and how you need to approach your business as well.
yeah. Wow. So how have you helped from a political perspective, like advocate for veteran owned businesses and veterans in business? How has that come about?
So what the with the VIB, so we're a nonprofit 501(c)(3),
Okay.
but we do advocate by continually pushing veteran businesses on contracting opportunities.
Okay.
We don't do a lot with politics, but this year we're having our Express Connect in DC,
Oh,
and with that we have actually doing an additional day called VIB on the Hill, where
cool.
we're going to have veteran businesses meet with congressional people and lawmakers to
Right.
talk about the certifications, to talk about veteran business opportunities, and just share their stories of how valuable and important these contracts are for veteran businesses, and that it trickles down to the economy and trickles down to their employees.
Hmm.
And I think, when the veteran business community comes together and can all, be on the same side for veteran businesses, I think we could be a strong advocate for continually growing veteran businesses nationwide.
Yeah. Yeah, there's been a huge so World War II, I don't know what the statistics are that how many people came back, veterans came back from World War II and started businesses as compared to now how many businesses veterans open. Yet there is a huge population of veteran-owned businesses that we just don't know about and people don't celebrate that, which is sad.
Well,
So
it's
how do you work with communities to make sure that veterans are getting into the VIB?
Well, I mean, we do multiple things. We do tons of marketing throughout. I mean, we're on all social media channels.
Yeah.
And then we share our newsletter. We have a newsletter that goes out every other week with different events that we're hosting, or partners of ours are hosting, or events that the SBA is hosting, or VBOC. So we're continually sharing all
Right.
that information. And I think with that, that veterans are able to, see what, pick and choose what they have time to do. Because, as a business owner, you're 24/7 on your job, and we don't expect
Yeah.
people to do this 100%.
Yeah.
But, if you are here, let's get you to where you need to go in the
Yeah.
quickest way as possible.
Yeah. Or you have to choose. Like I can't come to San Diego as much as I love San Diego. I can't be there. I'm in South Carolina. I just can't
Oh,
afford to come to San Diego. So you're on the East Coast here coming up in April. So yay, I'm excited about that. Because I can drive to that location.
it would
Save
be
me some money.
it would be great to have you.
Yes.
And yeah, no, it should be our conference, our Express Connect, is a 1-day event. We will bringing Fannie Mae is our host for that event. And so we're bringing a lot of corporations. We'll have some government agencies. We'll have speakers, and we do a thing called tactical networking, which is roundtable networking, and it gets everybody the conversation going. And
Yeah.
everybody, by the time they're finished with the day, everybody should have met each other. The way
Nice.
that we do it, it's designed
Oh, that's
to make
good.
sure everybody connects throughout the day.
Yes, I love that because as an introvert, the worst thing for me in going to events is trying to talk to people I don't know. And
Oh
yet
yeah.
I think more event space and more event coordinators should figure out how we can meet more people. Don't just leave it up
Mhm.
to me because I walk into a room of 500 people and I go, I have it takes my breath away and I have,
Oh
okay,
yeah.
I'm leaving now. So congratulations and thank you for figuring out how to make sure that everybody gets to meet everybody because it is important. If you're going to these events, you want to meet people, but how do you
Yes.
do that effectively? So that's awesome. So quickly, as we close out here, what's the future of VIB? What's your big goal for the next couple of years? What are you looking at doing?
Well, we're continually doing business development programs. We're always looking to add to those programs. Right now, we have two programs that we offer, which is a corporate mentor veteran business protege program
Ooh,
called Bravo. And it is a 6-month program. They mentors and the proteges work together. They redo their summary statement to make it corporate friendly so that it can be read really easily and engaging. We also
nice.
have we work with a graphic designer who completely redoes their capability statements,
Mm,
so that when a corporation is looking at it, they're like, oh, okay, this is very nice and clean and professionally done. And then the last thing we do on that program is everybody has to do a PowerPoint and do a presentation.
nice.
So they're getting great advice from their mentors of what a corporation is looking for. So that's one of our programs. The second
Yay.
program, thank you. It's our second program is the veteran to veteran business cohort program, and that's more of a peer to peer veteran a group. You have a professional coach who's also a veteran,
Okay.
and then they all share the wins, learns, and losses throughout that program.
Mm,
So our programs, we try to not just have a program to have a program. We
right.
try to make sure the programs are impactful, that they're
Right.
engaging, that we understand that your time is valuable and our time is valuable, and we want to make sure that you're getting the most out of these programs.
Nice.
So we do put a lot of work and thought into those programs. So the future is, continue to grow the VIB, continue to offer amazing programs. We have an East Coast and a West Coast event now. So if you can't make one, you can make the other. And then just continue to be the voice and advocate for the veteran businesses initiatives, and so that they can continue to be on these contracting opportunities.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. I know, it's easy for as a veteran, say I have a reason why I advocate for veteran businesses, but a lot of times you don't get that from the civilian community, unfortunately. So thank you for all that you're doing to help push that forward. We really appreciate you, and just I'm looking forward to all the East Coast events for at least for this year, and hopefully I can get out to San Diego soon. But Rebecca, thank you so much for talking with me today, and just good luck in all the great stuff in the world for you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me. This was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. Thanks.